Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
YouTube, what's going on, guys? Iggy MB5679 checking in here. Top of the morning to you. Getting ready to head out the door right now. Let me get this uploaded. It's gonna be part 2. Florida prison with my mom the other day over the weekend. This was already filmed. I'm gonna put it together right now. Upload it while I'm out this morning. Real quick, I just want to touch up on a couple things real quick. She's going to be going over confinement, addiction, why Huggy got banned from every prison in Florida. He's not allowed to visit no prison in Florida ever again. And I just want to touch up on addiction real quick, and prison, and even county jails. Most of you to know, if you ever battled addiction, that when you go to jail, it don't stop there. You know, like, it's not like all of a sudden you're cured and it just goes away. Not only that, but it's also very possible to get them in there. Of course, circumstances have to be right. You have to either know someone in there, or you have to be the plug yourself. You have to have a way to get it in. And like when I was in jail, when I was in prison, especially county jail, especially, actually both, like both of them, for real. My last bid, my county bid, and my state bid, I just got lucky, man. Like, I had it. I had all kind of shit, and I always had it. And I ain't saying that to sound like I was that dude or nothing, because trust me, I got into a lot of beef over it. A lot of shit happened because of that shit. But I just want to say that the reason I was so pressed and so worried about getting it in was, like, one, I didn't have much money coming in from the street. Alright, so I wasn't able to really rely on anyone on the street to send me money. So I had to hustle. That was one. And two, that's almost just important as one. Yeah, I wanted to make money, but I also wanted to get out of my element. You know what I mean? And getting drugs in jail, one, you get a thrill of doing it. Just getting over on the system and stuff was just a thrill. You know what I mean? Like, I got them. You can't stop me in here. This, that, and the third. Then big money. You make big money. Like, money. Depending on what you're doing on the street, you can make more money in jail selling drugs than you can on the street, unless you're like a big dog, like you're moving big weight and shit. Then that's a whole nother league. But like, small things in there are a lot of money. So a lot of money coming in, and it just kept me out of prison. I was like on the street in prison. You know what I mean? It's easier to stay clean on the street than it is in jail. So I just want everyone to know that real quick before you watch this video, that it's because you go to jail, addiction don't stop. The world don't stop moving. You know what I mean? Your people got to keep going to work. Everyone can't stop and take care of you. You know, it ain't going to happen like that. The world don't revolve around you, just like the world don't revolve around me. So when you go in there and that door shuts, that's my rock bottom. Alright, that's my rock bottom. When that jail cell slams shut and I gotta look at all that bullshit that someone wrote on the bottom bunk, and I'm reading, and someone wrote, if you're reading this, you're a jagoff. If you're reading this, you got locked up. You know what I mean? It's like weirdo. They're just like trolls. That's what's like. It's almost like a college for criminals with a bunch of trolls around, hating ass dudes. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't ever just do you. You can't just ever be. You always got someone that's always going to just try to. Someone's always going to try to take your spot. Someone's always going to try to take you off your square, or they're just going to try to take you out the game completely. And it's crazy, man. It's the same thing out here. It's the same thing in this internet world. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? But it's not, well, it is the easy way out, getting high in jail, but it's not as easy as it seems. Alright? It's not as easy. If you go into prison with a drug problem, man, like, you're either going to be saved, or you are going to go hard. And me, I went hard. I mean, I did 3 years in upstate. I did 1 year in the county, and I did 3 years upstate, 4 altogether. And I did in 4 years like they gave me life. Like, I was retarded. And but I also got humbled from it. It humbled me a lot at the end of it, once I lost my pops and stuff. But neither here nor there. My mom can drop some knowledge to you. I just want you to know that the addiction thing doesn't go away. And, you know, as soon as I hit that jail cell, the wheels start turning. How am I getting it in? What am I going to do? Who am I going to step to? And fortunately, I had a lot of different connections just this bid. I had more of this bid than I had out of all the other ones put together. Yeah, I mean, I had 4 different people, actually, 4 different ways I had got it in. And it was just unstoppable. So, of course, I had a vicious habit, went through the hole, detoxed in the hole, hated my life, wanted to commit suicide, but didn't at the same time. But I was at the lowest point in my life. Like, I'm in jail already 3.5 years, and now I'm in a cell detoxing again. I mean, I'm in jail 3.5 years, never touched a street, and I'm in a jail. I'm in a cell detoxing. I mean, with a camera on me. They had me in a camera cell. And, yeah, I gotta admit, that shit almost broke me, man. That was a rough bit. That was a rough time. But, yeah, that's the worst thing to do is go in there and get a habit, man. At the same time, it's an easy way out, man. It takes you away from where you're at, you know. And I got that bipolar issue, man. I got these anger issues. So, you know what I mean? Staying high kept me, it kept me copacetic. It made me get along with people. You know what I mean? When I wasn't, it was when I was hard-headed. But anyway, let's get into the video.
That's what it was. What's it like when battling addiction in there, Ma? I mean, of course, you were battling addiction. You went into a jail, and from my understanding, it was flooded in there. So what was it like battling addiction?
In prison.
They're everywhere.
There,
As long as you have money.
I didn't have to battle it because
Yeah,
I bought everything under the sun. Oxys and Delta Dorm, Oxy 80s. Bravo, I bought the Oxy 40s and Alpha Dorm off of one of the Indians from the reservation, Ace. She sold me weed every week. Everything's 3 times the price inside than it is on the street.
Go ahead, explain that real quick. Break it down. Prices in jail. Go ahead, break down the prices in
I
there.
was sending her money. I was able to send money.
You were sending money.
Well, he was
so
sending
basically,
money to Miami too.
In a
Miami,
joint, a little
Ocala,
okay.
to their people.
What would
through your
happen
work,
is
right.
I would get a phone call to send a money order to somebody in Miami.
Okay.
Once they
Western
got that
Union.
money
It would
order,
go through her. Then it would get to her.
they would deliver it to Laura.
Then they would Laura's mom Dukes.
Yeah.
Then I would visit on the weekends and bring stuff for her.
Tell them how you're banned from every Florida prison, Hug.
And then
Tallahassee did that to him.
Huggy's
what
banned
happened
from
was
visiting
I was
every
coming
prison.
every weekend, and one weekend I couldn't make it, so she kept wanting me to give her a package for the week, and I
Greed.
kept saying no.
Greed.
No, it's not a good idea. And she kept pestering me. So I did it. And as soon as I gave it to her and it was time to leave, they took her in the room where they searched the individuals, and I heard them yelling for handcuffs. So I knew she was busted.
I was going to jail.
So then I tried to
In
get.
jail
So
already.
then I tried.
Jail is segregation.
So then I tried to
jail
get-
segregation in jail.
So then I tried to get out of the waiting room, and they said, no, stop in. So they held me, and then the captain came down and said, listen, you were the only one to visit her. We found drugs on her. You had to give them to her. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I told her, don't mess with those girls. Maybe those girls had her bring some drugs in. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
Hey,
they
they
wanted
ended up letting
me
you
to
go.
talk.
They let her go.
So they went back to Laura, and they basically
They
said,
radioed.
if you tell us he's the one that did it, we'll let you go and arrest him. And of course she didn't.
But she's in jail. Meaning
Yeah.
let you go as in won't bring her to the hole.
I would
And
never.
They
then
wouldn't
you
charge her,
Yeah, if
And
she
they'll
told on
charge
you.
her.
Right.
but
Right.
And you
she
didn't tell,
charge-
right, Mom?
She didn't say
I didn't
nothing.
talk.
Didn't
You know
say
what I
nothing.
So
said?
a week later, I
I
got
said,
a
"Cap-
letter from the Florida Department of Corrections saying I'm no longer allowed to be on Department of Corrections property in any prison in the state of Florida due to contraband, introduction of contraband.
But he couldn't get charged
No,
because
I get that.
I
all
said to
right.
Captain Bracey and Inspector Jackson that they said, where did I get it then? Because I said he had nothing to do with it. And mind you, he was the
Believe me.
only visitor in the state of Florida on my
A couple
list.
of the guards,
Right.
Greg,
But-
that were watching the room, they warned us. Like I said,
Oh yeah.
they made the one rule about not wearing mirrored
Shades. That's
because
because of
they,
him.
they said by the end of the visit I couldn't keep my eyes open,
Yeah.
You used to go, you're crushed.
and they
Yeah.
couldn't. They
Oh,
couldn't.
he was.
They couldn't.
Oh, it was
They
terrible.
couldn't see my eyes, but they said they were closed. So they
We
said
were
I
kicking
wasn't
each
allowed
other
to wear.
from
I
under the
wasn't
picnic
allowed to
table
wear
to wake up.
mirrored sunglasses. And
Yep.
then the one
my shades on,
officer, the one officer warned us, saying, "Listen, they're on. And the people are telling, be careful,
Yeah.
be careful."
Yeah.
And they said,
Quick lesson with that, guys, is this is why it's so good that we're all in recovery, because any addict knows if this is a perfect example. If you're trying to stay clean and you get high around someone, that's how someone around you gets high. That's how hard it is to stay clean.
Right.
And my stepdad, for example, was actually clean on the street, and my mom's in jail, and of course she messed around, but them two just getting high together, it was just like he had to go there and get high. If you get what I'm saying, it's like being around someone and knowing that. You know that, but that's why it's a good thing. We're all clean and recovered. It's a perfect example. But my bad, Mike.
Yes.
Do you remember what you were just saying? I'm sorry. I just cut you off.
"Oh,
We were just talking about that's how Huggy gets banned. He was going there.
I
crushed.
actually was relieved.
He didn't have to go no more. But she only had what
I
left?
hated doing
6
it.
months. That's it, right?
Yeah,
she only
I
had 6
hated
months
doing
left
it.
of her bid,
But
right?
I
understand.
Captain
that
Bracey
nervous every
said to
time.
me after I said I found it on the floor.
Right.
One of your COs must have dropped it because
I was 6
I was
months in the
blasted. I
She
did.
got 6 months in the hole.
hole. Yeah.
I did CM time, closed management time, in the hole.
6 months in the hole for that. That's a
Yes.
fuck. Ooh, that's
With
a
no-
long time.
And when you
Yeah.
go to, and when you go,
Explain that.
I
Talk
got
about it.
shackled and handcuffed, and actually I went to the hole with 2 packages still in me. So
Yeah, good.
the
Got
first
'em.
2 weeks weren't that bad. I was cleaning my cell like crazy. But Captain said shackle and cuff K61992,
Which is your main number, obviously.
Yes.
K61. Okay.
and you know arrest her, which
Okay.
is arrest, like we say, go to jail because it's
Yeah, it's jail inside
it's
jail.
confinement. It has a fence, barbed wires around it. The windows are painted black with
Right.
cages on them. It's like,
Yeah, word that I could just tell you have so much shit you've been through. We'll definitely do a part 2 and 3, and we'll see what they say in the comments. You guys let me know when bring Mom, Dukes, and Hug back on. Hug got a lot of shit too, but see, we'll wrap it up with that. Tell us about your confinement, because I recently just made a video about the mental struggle it is in
wow.
there and how it messes you up for life coming home. I actually just made this video 3 days
Yeah.
ago, so this will be good to wrap this up with that. See, explain the misery or the daily life inside
Okay.
solitary confinement, day correctional institution,
okay.
Florida, United States. And
You're in a-
obviously,
you're
Hug
in a
couldn't visit you.
You're in a 2x4. You have no phone calls. The only thing you can do is mail. You're in your cell 24 hours a day for the first 24/7 for the first 30 days.
So you don't get by law they do that. They're legal by jail law. Their jail rules.
Prison law, state law in the
In-
state of Florida.
What?
When you're in segregation,
Your
the
first 30
first
days is
30
no rap?
days, no.
Oh my.
First 30 days you're in there.
Gosh, dude,
So
that's
I did all
crazy.
them months. But
That's
anyways,
illegal in PA.
after 30 days, now there's cages in the back. We get put in cages. We get cuffed in the back. You know, they take our uniforms off when you get arrested, and and they put on an orange jumpsuit on everybody, property of DOC. So in the back, there's cages. We get cuffed and shackled and locked in cages. You're supposed to be out after 30 days in there. You get 3 hours a week. Everybody that's in there past
So
30 days.
even after
So
the
you
third,
know
hold
what
on
they
one sec,
did?
Ma. Even after the 30 days, you still don't get an hour 5 days a week.
No.
That's never knew
3
that.
hours a week, and you know what they did? As
Wow.
hard as it was down there,
Wow.
3 hours,
Wow, that's
all in one
crazy.
day, standing out there in them
What?
big heavy jumpsuits in
So
the cages.
now you're 3 hours a week. They give it to you one day
One
a
day
week.
they did it.
That's unfucking believable, man.
Yep. And we
These
were in
Florida prisons are
cages.
crazy, man.
In cages in the back, because you cannot associate with GP.
Right. Okay, that's
At
normal
all.
up here.
Right.
You can't.
So
you don't get no visual.
I was
in
like, almost almost mentally broke me. You know that?
Did you detox in there too in the hole?
Yeah.
Well,
I
you had
sure
a package
did.
for the first 2 weeks,
Right.
and then in prison already for almost 2 years, right?
Yes.
You actually detox in the hole. That's the same thing I did.
Yes.
I detoxed off Suboxones in the hole.
Yes.
Because I was working with Girlie, but
Then she fell out. And
Oh.
then we go up to
what,
the
a seizure
infirmary.
fallout? A seizure like a fallout, like a seizure?
I
Or
was
OD.
cuffed.
No.
I cuffed.
What do
I
you mean
was
by
cuffed.
fallout?
Okay,
Mom?
I was on the
Seizure?
top bunk. There was a
Yeah.
broad on the bottom bunk. Okay.
Okay. You didn't
Well,
like
she
her.
had diabetes.
You didn't like
she
her?
was a lazy bitch.
Okay.
Sorry, but
It's all right.
she had to get insulin before breakfast, lunch, and dinner because that's all you got was that shit on the tray.
Yeah.
And,
you didn't get none of those. True.
Okay, so everybody that had to get the insulin had to get up
right.
before all 3 meals and walk to the infirmary to get their insulin.
And this lazy girl would not.
She would not. So
Wow.
the nurse came over, right? Now, mind you, the showers have cages on them too, okay?
Right.
You get locked in the shower for a 15-minute shower
Okay.
once a week.
Once a week a shower.
Once a week.
Wow. Holy shit,
15
dude.
minutes. I don't care
3
if you're
hours a week. You
sudsed up.
only get it one day.
They
and you only get
control
one
the
shower a
water.
week. Yeah, they do in our hole too up
Yeah.
there. That's unfreaking believable.
Right. So they,
Was it hot in themselves in the hole too?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. We
Wow.
wore, I stayed in my t-shirt and boxers.
Wow.
White
I
t-shirt,
can't-
white
that-
boxers.
knowing
So
how
let me
hard
get
the
to
hole
this.
is, that's
What
crazy.
happened to me.
Okay, go ahead.
She wouldn't even get up and walk to the shower to the nurse that had her insulin. So they go like
Wow.
this. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on the top bunk out like a light. We were just outside the day before for 3 hours, right?
Right.
So they said wake up inmate K61992 and cuff her and get her out of the cell so we can, like, as if I never seen a needle before. I mean, insulin. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's
So,
getting insulin shock.
so
'cause
they
she wanna
made
get up.
me. So I'm standing there cuffed. They cuffed me from the, you stick your hands out the flap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
I got
standing
you.
there with my white t-shirt and boxers cuffed.
Right.
All of a sudden, I get dizzy. I passed cold, face front on the cement floor, and because the wires hold my jaw together, first of all, blood was everywhere. They had to throw my t-shirt and my boxers away.
And what
In
you
the
mean by
biodegradable
so they know
bag.
your wire? Her jaw's wire from breaking it. That's what she meant by no. They don't have a wire around her jaw. But okay, so
No, I got
you-
wires holding them together.
That's what I was telling
Right.
her. So you fell out because of a seizure. It was a seizure or pass out?
I passed out. They don't know why.
Okay,
I don't
you
know
just
why,
passed out
But
now.
I passed out. I was bloody. They didn't have any. She started screaming. That's the last thing I heard. And there's always a sergeant and 2 officers 24/7
Right.
in segregation. Anyways, they ran out of the
Gloves.
latex gloves.
Yeah.
They wouldn't open the door and come in and help me.
Oh
So
my
Captain,
gosh.
he was a recovering alcoholic, and I can't remember his name. He was the best captain that we had. He came. Well, they got written up for not coming in, even without latex gloves. He came in without latex gloves, picked me up, he had an inmate that worked for, by his side. He had her put me in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
wheeled me to the infirmary. I was chained to my bed in the part of confinement infirmary.
Yeah. Okay.
No TV or nothing. So I was
Right.
chained to my bed, and they did skull x-rays the next day. This wire over here, instead of this, like this one straight,
Right.
this one, the skull x-ray, it's like this now. It's crimped.
Really.
Yeah, because the one white CO,
Yeah.
she told me I should sue when she was babysitting us out in the cage one day. The
Yeah. You
cages.
should have.
Yeah, I
be
should
rich
have,
right
but
now.
I would have had a real bad rest of
Bid,
the
your
time.
bid would have been a bad time. I've been in
Yeah.
the same situation. You're right.
My bit would
Good
have
thing
been
to point
awful.
out. That's a good learning experience right there, guys. Is that, man, when you have a lawsuit and you are a prisoner and you know what they're doing to you is a lawsuit, sometimes that's the worst thing to do, because you file that lawsuit, your bid will
You're
become
done.
hell.
You're done.
You might not even make it out alive. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, and be honest with you. And as you guys heard from other stories on the internet, and now my own mother's, Florida prison is it's a lot different than PA. It's hell down
It's
there. Like,
bad.
it's bad. There's certain laws in PA prisons that them guards follow. They'll go by them no matter what, but not all of them. But there's certain laws like rec. You're entitled to 5 hours a week. Now, entitled is the right word. Yeah, like by law you're entitled. Now, the PA prisons always go by that law. No, but they legally find ways to burn you. For example, in Camp Hill, if I wasn't fully clothed, standing at the back of my cell showing my prison ID, they were legally allowed to walk right by me because I broke a jail rule. Just for example. So anyway, go watch Messing With Them, and go ahead, Ma, tell all these horror stories in that solitary confinement, and we'll wrap it up with that.
Well, I was
Tell
chained to my
tell
bed
one
in the
horror-
infirmary for about 3 weeks.
Chained to your bed?
Yeah, because
didn't
I
even
was
say that, but
I was
I didn't know for 3 weeks.
disciplinary confinement. There's ACDC, PC.
Damn, cuz, what about when you gotta pee? You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them to come on chain you when you gotta
I had
pee.
to yell, but I couldn't open my mouth more than this.
Wow.
Like this.
What they do, just stop through frequently. They gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Guys,
like,
that
"Oh,
is
yeah,
crazy. Do you
See,
understand?
my
Chained to
friend-
your bed in
my
prison, you
friend,
can't even get up to go to the
inmate-
bathroom.
inmate
That's
Oakley.
crazy because you're in solitary confinement. That shouldn't be legal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You Florida guards are lucky I wasn't in that guard jail. You did that to my mom. Good,
Yeah.
Mom, my bad.
Inmate Oakley, thank God she was in the bed across from me. She was also confinement, chained to her bed. And me and her were cool, right? Because I was on the Mo crew for a while.
Yeah, Ma, just quick note real quick.
Yeah.
I just those out there, make sure you keep going by you inmate number because I got
Yeah.
these weird we ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna Mom Dukes went off on him, but we ain't gonna play that part, man. She started going in, man. I shouldn't even have said nothing. Hey, she started going in, man. She don't get this internet shit though. But anyway, man, hope you dug the story. That is, however, all I have filmed that I can play. Everything else, I just like got rid of it because she just was snapping on there. But I do have a something she wanted to say about Mandy. Cause saved that for another video. But anyway, guys, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Welcome. And best thing to do is share, man. Get her story out there. Let people wake up, man. That Florida prison shit is, man. That shit that's in the way, man. Like they're doing inhumane shit down there, and it's not very far off from every other state in the United States, man. We got more prisoners in the United States than anywhere in the world, and PA's up there. Look at our state compared to California and Texas, and Pennsylvania is up there with prisoners with Cali and Texas. So I mean, just look it up. You'll see it. We're up there. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna catch you guys later on. And let me think, man. Let me think. That's all there is to it, man. That's all she wrote today, baby. That's all she wrote this morning. All y'all have a good day.